teams your passion for football? How do you show teams your passion for football?
Talk ball. Tell them the knowledge that I know for ball. Tell them my years at UGA. You know, you got to have passion to play at UGA, or you're going to get your butt kicked every single day in practice. So that's it. Yeah, man, the standard is the standard of Georgia, especially coming in there. I did not understand the standard, but about 2 weeks in, I quickly caught the flow of things, man. They prepare you in the film room, in the weight room, on the field, off the field. For example, like in those team runs, you got to have mental and physical toughness, man, and that leads over not just for football, but also into life, man. When you're going through things, when you're going through adversity in life, you got to have some mental toughness to get through.
There's a sense.
Georgia Bulldog. What was it like for you to watch Brock Bowers' season last year with the Raiders, and what makes him so special?
Man, Brock, he's one of a kind, man. Especially when I got to UGA, we got there at the same time, but he was an early enrollee, and I came in the summer, and I remember watching summer workouts, and I was just like, man, who is this dude? He's at the front of every line. He's at the front. When we were running, he's at the front. When we're lifting, he's trying to do the most weight. He's just a hard worker, always eating right, man. I was not surprised at all when he did what he did in the league.
Jared, you talked a lot about, practice. How would you say, your matchups were against Michael and Jalen Walker? How would you say, what did you learn about them this year?
They're just hard workers, man. They're definitely NFL ready. Jay Walker is one of a kind. Some people say he's small and not have the length, but man, he is quick off of that edge and he is powerful. Kel, he's got some of the longest arms I've ever played against, man, especially in practice. That long arm is pretty bad, man, like you like to say. Man, they're just two great players that are ready for the next level.
Have you met with the Bengals?
I have not met with them. I have met with the Bengals,
Yeah.
actually, yes, I have.
How was that?
It was cool, smooth. They showed a couple of my bad plays, but it's all good. Got to learn from them.
Jared, whenever you meet with teams and talk about your athleticism, you're a little bit different than that as far as your typical centers go. What are they telling you, and are they looking to you, spot beside center?
Yeah, some teams are looking at me as a guard as well, which I really like. Some people say I'm just one-dimensional at center, but no, I came in to UGA as a guard, so I can definitely play guard and willing to do anything to help the team win.
Who's the center that you really respect, and who's a defensive lineman you've gone against that you respect?
Offensive lineman in college?
No, in pros.
Pros
on the center, and then.
I always watched Jason Kelsey, man. Even though he was a smaller body, I just loved the way he moved out in space. He pulled around, always leading the pack. He was athletic, in close quarters, moved his feet. I just love that. And then defensive lineman in college.
That you played against, yeah.
There's a lot of great ones in the SEC. Man, Walter Nolan, he's a beast. His body control is out of this world. He's definitely best guy I played against this year.
Do you have a preference, gap scheme, zone, anything that you like the most?
I'd definitely say inside zone. It's just so fun moving my feet. It's going square over, securing the gap, bumping over 3-tech, the 2-eye, and then getting square up on the linebacker and getting physical with him.
And have you met with the Seahawks this week?
I have met with the Seahawks.
How did that go?
It was cool, man. I love the Seahawks. I love Steve Hutchinson, man. He's a cool dude, good dude to learn from. They tested me really well in there, and then I did well.
When you were young, did you get to go up against Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis? What were those days like?
Oof. Freshman and sophomore year, man. I remember one of my first reps in practice with JD. I think it was like an inside zone, man, to the left. And I just got stonewalled, and he just drove me back. And I was just like, wow, this is college. And then JC, you just couldn't block him. It didn't matter what you tried to do, you couldn't block him. It's just there's nothing else to say other than that. You just can't block him.
What makes Jalen Carter so unblockable? I know it's a complicated question.
Just
what is it?
The combination of quickness and the power that it comes behind it, man. He comes off that ball. It might look like he comes off slow, but like he's coming with power, his quickness, moving side to side. And that famous club, man, he throws that arm and it hits your shoulder pad. You can go flying 2 gaps over.
Jared, I think you were recruited by Matt Root out of high school, is that correct? And then obviously the transition to Stacey Searles. What was that transition like at Georgia? What was it like playing for Stacey?
It was cool, man. For people who do know, I was committed a little bit to Chapel Hill for a while. So me and Searles, we talked a lot. Built a little bit of relationship. It was smooth when he came in. My first year playing football ever was freshman year of high school, and I decided to play right tackle. My coach thought it was best. I moved well. My feet moved well, especially with my soccer and basketball background. He just thought I fit perfect at tackle, and it worked out. Strongest part of my game, definitely my pass protection. I feel like I got strong. People say I have short arms, but I feel like my arms are pretty long. I got a strong grip. I got a good base to sit down on the bull rushes. So, yeah, definitely say that.
Jared, have you met with Tampa Bay this week?
I have not.
What do you think? Steelers.
I have not met the Steelers.
Talk about Tate Ratledge. What's he like?
That's my guy, man. I love Tate, man. We've got great chemistry. He's a funny, outgoing dude. I mess with him all the time about his mullet. Sometimes I just want to sniff it, but that's another story. Yeah, man, that's my guy. We've got a great relationship. I love Tate, man. It's one of those guys that you build a relationship with. That he's going to be in my wedding someday, man. I love those guys, man.
Who's someone that helped you become the man you are?
At Georgia,
It's in life.
my mom. Man, I give all the credit to my mom, man. She sacrificed so much when I was born, man. Growing up, especially me and my little brothers. I got 3 little brothers that aren't very little, but they're little brothers in age. She just, man, I can't say enough about her. I love her so much. She's my backbone. Like I said, she sacrificed so much for me and my little brothers, man. She definitely is the reason that I'm here today.
Jared, what was this